Hey Ryan, how's your bacon, cheese, and pulled pork bun?
Good.
That's good. I always like doing that when I'm like, hey, are you ready? And then you're like, no, I need a sec, and then I'll just start the episode anyway. It's like, haha, on your toes, motherfucker. That's a reoccurring thing I've done to you. I've realized over the last couple days I've gotten like a lot of these episodes edited. Like I had a pretty big backlog of like ones I needed to do, and oftentimes I'll like open with a joke that like where I'll like make you look stupid because I'll start it at a time where like you were saying something intelligent, and then I'll jump in and like do a thing. But that's a,
right.
You know, well, I'm the editor, so I can make things like act a little bit weird.
Welcome everyone
to Pajanime 2.
The editor presents. He's the Pajanime Chronicle editor, and I'm the Pajanime Chronicler Omega.
That's me, Kenny Omega. I'm the cleaner. Welcome back to Pajanime 2. This is Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. We're gonna go fight some more enemies before Marluxia because I need more health, I think.
We need to clean up more enemies.
Clean up these mean streets.
Yeah, some people recommended, Kyle looked up in the guide, some people recommended
a lot more health than I have.
More health. Yeah.
Actually, I might do more CP because I want to try getting, there's some stuff I think I need. The problem I'm running into...
More CP?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can build a bigger deck even?
Yeah. I want to get some
more,
of those...
Then you get more out of your resets and your item reloads and all that other shit.
I've never been able to use ethers, is my...
Oh yeah, and then you'll be able to stack more of that stuff in their deck too. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just some grinding is what's in store, people.
For a little bit. I'll do a couple Marluxia runs at the end of the fight, just because, you know.
At the end of the episode, yeah, see if you can handle it. See if we can push on.
Yeah, son.
So, not Kingdom Hearts, and I don't know how much anime I'd say. Yeah, it's kind of anime. I mean, everything is anime, but
what,
I don't
grinding?
know.
That's like going into the hyperbolic time
No,
chambers.
not grinding. I was going to say, I'm segueing into what I want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Because we're grinding. I had beaten Mirror's Edge Catalyst over the weekend.
That's kind of anime.
Yeah, sort of.
The lady looks Japanese in the original Mirror's Edge, so...
she's of Asian orientation, I believe. I don't think she's like they don't. I don't know if they present it as America, so it's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
The city's called Glass, so.
Okay. Kind of like how.
Yeah,
like,
nobody ever uses the words Mirror's Edge. I think it's meant to be a play on the fact that the city's called Glass and they run on the rooftop, so it like they play on the Mirror's Edge, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's sure.
Also, not only is it called Glass, there's literally reflective surfaces. It's like a cyberpunk type world. So the original Mirror's Edge came out in 2000. During this Pajanime feature, I'm just going to do a rundown of Mirror's Edge.
A totally different game.
Yeah. The original Mirror's Edge came out in like 2008, I think, or 2007.
In that region, late 2000s.
In that yeah, and it was kind of there was an open world, but it wasn't really elaborate. Let's say, you know, you could play around in it, but like. All the runs, like the missions you would do, the dashes and all the different objectives you could do, even the main plot to a degree, although the main plot was pretty sparse in the original Mirror's Edge, it was kind of all more presented in like structured, like mission style ways, right? Like, hey, if this is a dash, we've designed this. You're going to be scaling a construction building, right? So they would usually take away, in those instances, the game has this ability called runner's vision. If you're not familiar with the game, by the way, Kyle, it's like a first-person parkour type.
Yeah, first-person always kind of turned me off with that stuff.
Yes, but if you can get good at it, it was the first one had a lot of charm and it worked as well. Like it was also one of those things where, like Meat Boy, it worked. It was tight. If you could get it, if you could nail it, right? But one of the things about the first one that I really liked was, even though the open world was sparse, the missions and the dashes and the runs that you do where you're trying to do it timed and you want to try to get better, and that's how you get the 3-star ratings on it, you know what I mean, that type of experience.
Yeah,
we're all so well structured and designed and put in like localized spaces, like you're going to be climbing this building or now you're going down this corridor, that it was one of those situations where you could do a study run, right? You could go through it and be like, okay, because even it's not going to show you the best path, right? It's not going to show you where to go. So you could try to find ways. Oh, I can actually do a wall run onto this thing and do, you know what I mean? To like speed up your times. And because it was all in a self-contained space like that, it wasn't that hard to just, okay, well, this is where I need to go. This is where I need to end up. I'm just going to do a trial run of this and see if I can figure out any special ways. So I got really good in the first one at like even the harder aspects of the game. In the second one, I feel like it's kind of like the inverse of the first game. They put all the focus on the open world, but all the missions are out in that open world, and when they create a situation where they're like, hey, you need to get from here to there, they don't always tell you exactly where there is, like the end destination. They just show you arrows pointing where. So it's just like one of those situations where when the mission's over, I'm like, okay, well, I want to try to scout how I get around. Because it's an open world, there's a million ways to go, and not all those ways will be where I want to go, right? Some will just lead to an entire another area of the map that has nothing to do with, you know what I mean? Because it's so free-form and open. So it created a game where doing all of, like, you've probably experienced this in Spider-Man, doing all the old school collectible style missions where you're like just, you know, collecting an orb or going to a security chip, which is what they have in that universe, feels really good because the open world is so freeform that you just want to run around and you know what I mean, get momentum and move around in it. So like going from place to place inside, like just to do anything in that game is the best part of the game. And you're just like, man, that's kind of a bummer that the thing that was the best part about the first Mirror's Edge, the more hard mission type thing, kind of gets ruined because they try to do a lot of it out in the open area. There's some of them that are still good because they decide to do them in like, so like some of my favorite missions in Mirror's Edge Catalyst, there's this one side mission that the best character in the game, in my opinion, there's this character named Plastic. She's kind of...
That's a great name.
She's kind of like Guy in the Chair from Spider-Man Homecoming. She's kind of your nerdy, I'm going to hack into everything, I'm your hacker, you know what I mean? She has a robot that hates everyone, except for doesn't hate you. Your character's name is Faith. The plot's nothing to write home about in Catalyst. They focus way more on that. It's typical cyberpunk fare. A lot of the characters are... Some of them have promise, but they don't get a lot of screen time or a depth. So you're just like the main villain, you get introduced to him through flashbacks, but like there's only a few of them throughout the first half of the game, and then out of nowhere he's in a cutscene, and then out of nowhere it's like, oh, he's the big bad. And you're like, I didn't get any time with this guy. That was kind of rushed. The reason Plastic feels like the best character is because as Guy in the Chair, you end up spending a lot of time with her. Even if you're not near her, right? She's always the one talking to you. And she's very quirky, and there's not a lot of characters take that universe very seriously, and she doesn't. Even though there's serious stuff going on, which was nice because it's a nice breather. There's a Jesse Pinkman aspect to her almost. Like, yeah, I out-hacked you, son. That type of shit.
Yeah.
I liked her. But anyway, there's a side mission where she sends you to do these things that are like called grid zones or gridirons. I can't remember the exact name. It's a cyberpunky, hacky type, that type of thing.
Yep.
And the mission is literally just you scaling the inside of a giant supercomputer. Like you're climbing motherboards and different things inside of it. And like that was a lot easier to just like, okay, that one wasn't timed, but it's still like those were fun, right? This is a fun thing to like. Assassin's Creed sometimes has those things where it's like, even though the platforming is very basic in what you're doing, and it's not very hard to figure out where you're going. The sheer audacity or creativity of what they have you climbing creates a cool aesthetic that, combined with enough
my earphone out. Hang on.
With enough variety to the platforming sequences, creates just the flow that's just like, this is a fun, you know what I mean? So that's what Sonic did when it was good, you know what I mean? Like this Sonic is just like, hey, listen, there are moments in Sonic that are good. I said Sonic did when it was good. I never implied that any of the games were good. Just saying.
Running around it. Yeah.
There are levels of Sonic that are good. Like 3 or 4.
Yeah, throughout the whole series? Yeah. It's a really good track record.
But the point is those levels showcase what I'm talking about. Flow. Just this sense of like, oh, this is cool. This is a good thing to run around in, and these objectives are coming at you at such a pace that this all works. And yeah, Mirror's Edge Catalyst had some of those moments in those. I just really like the aesthetic of climbing through these huge supercomputers. That was kind of neat.
Like Reboot?
There's some cool aspects in that game, like, but so much of it doesn't get introduced till later. Even like in the story, they don't introduce a lot of crazy that I'm sure. I haven't played Spider-Man, but I'm sure it probably does some crazy platforming and QTE and other.
No, you never use platforms in Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, I don't mean platforming. I mean,
okay. I was kidding.
Creative sequences. Oh, sorry. Also, you're kidding, I guess. Anyway, what I mean to say is creative, like little creative sequences with the way the mechanics work. And like, there's not a lot of it throughout the campaign. And then one of the later missions at the end, we were scaling one of the biggest buildings in the game. They just out of nowhere introduced these huge propellers that are like wind farm size. And then you have like a slingshot you can use. And of course, you can't use it freeform because the game isn't like that. You use it in scripted sequences, right? At moments when you can go up. It lets you you have to attach to the moving thing and build momentum as it's swinging around, and then launch off of it to land on something. And I'm like, okay, like that's the type of stuff I wanted a little more of if they were gonna go like focus on the open world, right, and not focus on speedrun type shit. It's like, well, then you got to go Portal with it, you know what I mean? Then you got to get inventive.
Son.
And they only did that near the end like twice, and they do that. I'm like, man, where was this all game?
Yeah.
Because it was a fun thing. Because dying on it was fun, right? Because dying on it, you fly off. You're like, oh no, I got so much momentum, and now like she's screwed. Like that would hurt. It's always been my bummer too. Is like, I knew why they did it in the first game. In the first game, when you die, you fall off something. It's a pretty quick, like you fall and it quickly fades to black. You sometimes hear a thud, but you usually don't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I understand that because it was meant to be in service of you want to quickly come back into the universe to keep doing your run because you know what I mean. If it's a challenge based thing, that's the thing. And Mirror's Edge Catalyst has way more load times. Like dying is awful. And there's only sometimes it's a quick reload, and it's when you're doing specific missions that let you have that. But not every mission with the fail state allows it. Only certain ones. So it's just like, no. Anytime there's a fail state, there should be a quick reload. Period. If you're gonna do it this way, and then they still do the like fade to black on the fall, which I'm just like, if you're gonna have a more freeform open city, if Faith falls, maybe I want to see her break her legs. You know what I mean? Like maybe just go for it. If I'm building all this momentum, like I get it, it's probably really scary in the first-person perspective. But you know what? For the people who that's too much, make it an option. You know what I mean? Let them turn it off. I wouldn't mind just like, whoops, I made a mistake. 'Cause I bet you could have some goofy fun with it. You know?
Gorsh. You say goofy fun, so yeah.
Yeah, Gorsh. What? His name's Goofy? Shit. Man, that joke's so meta.
Gotta get woke like me, son.
You shot it at me and I couldn't duck it, but it hit me right in the face. It hit me like a wrecking ball. And I really think that I won't soar.
I don't know what bit you're doing right now.
That song, the wrecking ball song. But I said soar instead because Sora. Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, you don't know what nobody knows what I'm doing. Heal. I'm healing my brain and my soul. And they're really giving you a lot of generic enemies. Get that Omni Slash going.
I think 5 is the max.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that'd be super useful if you can hit all 5 in a duel.
The problem I ran into with...
I mean, to be fair, remember all the Omega decks we saw did build Omni Slash. So apparently there's a trick to lining it up, or to doing it. But the game hasn't taught us what that is, and we don't... listen.
Well, wait till he doesn't have any zeros left. Like, how the fuck am I
also,
supposed
the dog
to
is barking. My apologies for anyone.
Go fuck... No, I'm just kidding. It's
Quickly
fine.
check on her, so. I'll take my place.
Truth. Alright. I'm only gonna go for like one more level up. I just wanted... Other boss fights have felt like I've been close and it's been execution based. And while I don't feel like I've been perfect in every run, obviously, I still feel like I'm not even close with Marluxia. Come on. Guys, just chill. You're not winning this fight. You're wasting everyone's time. Especially mine. That was really stupid on my part. Hey, guy, you want to, like, chill on the 9? And on the 8. I'd be... fine. You know what? Fuck you. How about that? Oh, get drink fucking... You shitter. You big shitter. There we go. You're dead.
Hello.
Hey.
Also grab some chips on the way down. So, apologies for all the crunching on the camera or the microphone, but hey, it's a grinding episode.
Yeah, you're gonna be grinding your teeth.
He came in on a Henry ball.
Nope.
That's why that song, Wrecking Ball, will now forever be in my head because of Henry Ball. Because it's one of the best things. One of the best wrestling moments of all time. It's up there with Kenny Omega wrestling the doll and the little girl.
You talking about my boy Joe Hendry?
Yeah. Specifically the Henry Ball entrance.
It's pretty good. Anybody who doesn't know, Joe Hendry is a British wrestler? European at the very least.
He's Scottish.
Okay. Who, his whole thing is that he makes music videos about his opponents and shits on them before his entrance. And they're very, like, I made these in my room YouTuber style in the best way.
Yeah, like the videos are, but the music he usually does is more, nowadays, because he's in TNA.
Yeah.
They've kind of limited him. He's doing more original songs, which is I guess that's fine. But his initial gimmick was he was called the local hero, but his initial gimmick was, and I'm not saying this matter of factly, by the way. I only recently discovered him. He's he was doing some of this stuff in 2013 and 14. So I've been out of the loop for a while on some stuff because, wrestling fatigue.
What? You can get
especially
bored
with
of wrestling?
modern wrestling. And this was a pretty unknown or smaller promotion in Scotland. IPW, I believe it was called.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Insane Pro Wrestling or something like that.
That sounds like a name.
It was, that's where Drew Galloway's from, Drew McIntyre, for those who don't know. He's in WWE right now. He's been off and on in WWE too. But Hendry would do Weird Al style parodies of other songs.
Yeah.
So when I would say he came in like a Henry Ball, that was him doing Wrecking Ball. Instead, he reversed and he changes the lyrics of the songs to fit he basically cuts a promo against his opponent.
Yeah.
Or making that promo in the context of a Weird Al version of a fucking popular song with a music video to boot, and where he also makes fun of them. One of his most notable ones about Drew Galloway is "I'm Drew."
I'm Blue. Yeah.
And then there's one of the great parts of the music video is I have a girlfriend and she's a Drew, where he's looking and the camera slow pans up this person with yoga pants, and they clearly meant to be a woman, and then when it gets to the face, I'm pretty sure it was a girl just wearing a cardboard cutout.
Yeah, he did a lot of the cardboard cutouts
he
of their faces.
He prints out cardouts of their faces in silly poses, in silly pictures, kind of like the cover art for Pajanime.
Yeah, you know
all
what?
All of our features, indeed.
Yeah, but that joke is we're ripping on ourselves. I think the joke is supposed to be... I think. Not like it's not me.
Joe Hendry. Game, respect, game, son.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I was doing that long before I was aware of him.
I know, but you hate me saying game, respect, game, so...
Because there was a Matt Kessler thing.
That's just a crew thing, man. That's a... Kids, says the guy who hasn't seen The Wire. People on the street sometimes say that. It's like...
Yeah, but
listen, you out-hustled me, okay. Now I'll never hustle you. It's a dumb thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not a good thing. It's just some people are like, yo, man, I want to beat you up until you beat me up, and then I'm cool. It's like, what? What is your logic?
Game, respect, game.
Anime likes to do that sometimes, where you have an enemy who's like, I like you and I'm on your side, but I need to prove myself that I'm better than you, so we're gonna fight until you beat me, and then I'm chill.
All the fucking time.
I mean, Riku's pretty much that.
Yeah. Great example.
Riku's just so fucking cannot get over the fact that he's not the Keyblade guy. Even Robot Riku's got it. To be fair, we haven't seen real Riku in this entire game, I don't think.
I don't think so. Okay, that's a lot.
I'm actually starting to wonder, and again, I don't actually know enough about the rest of the series to say this, so none of this is remotely. I'm starting to wonder if Riku if there was ever a real Riku. That's the thing. What are your over under on everyone at Destiny Island being what they seem? Like, I have a feeling Destiny Island isn't what it seems. I don't know. I didn't until we played Final Fantasy X.
Can I... If I get rid of this one... Yeah, this is just better. Why would I not do this? Oh, and it's a fucking 9? Yeah, I'm taking it, obviously. Yeah. Okay, that's a game changer. I'm heading to, Okay. I'm not fighting that fucker. I'm heading back to Marluxia. I have a plan. Solid chew in there, though, Ryan.
Thanks.
Game's not respecting game right now.
I respect your game.
Thanks,
I
man.
gotta finish my chips before you get to the boss.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so bad.
That's why all the crunching needs to happen. There we go.
Just lean away from the mic, man. Damn. Drew Scanlon is rolling over in his grave right now. I know he's still alive.
I called it in advance and said I was going to be doing it.
You're right.
People could have turned their mics down. We were grinding anyway.
Yeah, grinding your... I made that joke already. Never mind.
Grinding my teeth.
Yeah, I literally was about to do it again. Because I'm really creative. I don't know if you knew that.
That's how most creatives respond to that question.
Yeah.
That wasn't a question. They make proclamative statements.
Yeah, game respect game.
Whoop whoop whoop. 8. I like that. I think that's a. Oh yeah. Is that 2 reloaders?
Yeah, but I already have a better reloader. 1, it's a 9, so it's not going to get fucking blocked. I don't have to combo it with a strike raid.
Yeah, but we could do just add more.
Yeah, they're also very expensive on CP.
Yeah, of course they are, because they're the most used for the fucking...
Yeah, fuck. And also I have to make sure I don't get dicked by like a insta-zero cast or whatever. Right, this is a boss, Kyle. Nice.
Marluxia.
Okay, that's good.
That's okay. As we were doing with one boss, as long as you get one, right? It's allowed.
Okay, dude, chill. Alright, he's gonna do slides, Kyle. Be ready for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cloud hits it. Nice. Double the hits.
Yeah, that's...
And then he wasted a 0 on it after. That's actually beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot you have that 9. That's nice.
Unfortunate that he dodged that, but...
Oh, yeah. There's nothing you could have known or done to prevent that dodge, unfortunately. Because he can just fucking teleport through existence. Oh, nice. I got big hits there. It's a little annoying that we have to wait for Cloud to flip his hair before we can do it.
Yeah, like, Cloud, fuck off.
Like, yeah. Of course, Cloud. See, those are the things that make me think Square knows. Are they taunting us, or you know what I mean? It's Cloud like.
I'm not
fuck
saying
you,
it right
bud.
now either, Ryan, but I might call for silence in a bit, because this has been
fair.
a pretty good run. Yeah, so just be...
I've been trying to be quiet.
Oh, yeah, it hasn't been an issue yet. I'm just... Because this has been our run so far, I don't want to... If I need it, I'm going to need it.
Trinity limit.
Yeah, I think it does it... Oh, really? Okay. Okay, thank God I got that
Yeah, I was
through.
gonna say you played as a counter, couldn't you?
I'm in trouble. Okay, that landed. That's what I needed.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that wasn't an attempt because he was reloading. I just figured it was worth a shot. Low
Yep.
risk.
Oh nice. Get the zero dongle too.
Nope, that's not what I want.
Nice, and he wasted his slight.
Yeah, he did. I just didn't want to... Yeah, I'm reloading. I didn't want to deal with that.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah, I'm playing with card advantage now. I have board positioning. Yeah, fuck you!
Oh, nice. First try in the episode after a little bit of a grinding and a breather.
That elixir. I mean,
Bada bing, bada boom,
played that a lot.
Marluxia.
I played that a lot better because I got further in without that elixir reload, and then it gives me all my shit back. Oh, it was so nice. Oh!
That was a good battle. Nice job.
And I got the Marluxia card, so maybe this isn't a multitude.
Yeah, these villain cards we haven't been using.
Yeah, I don't know what these... No, but like I've only been getting these ones from them. When Mega Flare, that just sounds good.
Slight.
Yeah.
Yep.
When that's like I didn't get Larxene the first time I fought Larxene. Okay, sure. Yeah, I can probably make use of that.
Mushu Fire. Yeah, we could make that.
Especially because there's
finally make good of Mushu since
Storyteller
summoning him
Sora.
sucked.
Can I pause the... Yup, I want to see if that trophy says you beat the Sora part of the game.
Sure.
Sure. But
Collect all the story in Sora's journal.
that tells me nothing.
That might be the whole package, right? Though all of Kingdom Hearts.
No. These are
Okay.
game-specific
You
trophies.
could say that.
Oh no.
However, what you destroyed was merely an illusion of me.
So what?
Oh, Riku, you whiffed.
Another imitation.
No, I can teleport, fuckers.
He's really?
Don't you get the flower metaphor? I am the source. I'm the
I can
seed.
feel his power.
You're fighting
He's
leaves.
trying to destroy my heart.
Gorge, we'll just take care of him together.
Yeah. Also, why did they get Riku to back me up in that fight? I should have gotten Riku cards.
Riku, protect Namine.
Fake Riku?
You
Robot
don't
Riku?
Mind? Should I?
Why do I care? You're a robot who tried to kill me,
All right.
who is now looking for redemption.
Still wearing my dress. Alright. They
Where's
better give me a
Riku?
fucking
Good
save
question.
point here. Because I don't want to have to walk all the way back out. Oh, this is a save point. Ah, indeed, Ryan.
Progress through rechain of memories.
Alright, we probably... You know we're going to have to fight him again, like, right after this, right?
Maybe, but maybe not with Sora. In which case, I'm not as concerned if they do it that way. Then I'm not as whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe we don't have to fight him. Maybe we just have to, like... You know, it says friends up there. Maybe we can just be friends.
Well,
The
yeah.
game ends. We can be friends, the game ends.
I think this is a good place to call this episode. This is the first time that we're ending it not on, like, me getting wrecked by a boss in, like, forever. Because even the ones where we win, it's like, we go forward, then we have to face
There was
the
a
next boss and
narrative
get
here for them
wrecked.
too. I mean, you lost to the boss the first time we fought him, starting this feature, this recording session, because you had not really tried him up until this point. We saw him. We were
Yeah.
like, man, this guy's pretty cool. But man,
We hadn't
he's
fought
got
that-
some
we hadn't
tough
unlocked
attacks
that
to
door.
dodge. He wasn't that frustrating of a boss. It was mostly just we were under leveled. Once you leveled even a little, it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he
You
was
leveled
hard.
a little,
but-
showed some patience. There's a challenge there.
Yeah.
You've said it before, though. You think the duels are the least annoying thing about the duels are the only part of the game where the system you can see at least to a degree where they were trying to go with the system.
Yeah, it's still bad.
Even if they
it's
didn't,
just
even,
less
even if they
bad.
didn't get there, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But at least it's a path, right? At least at that point you can see a path instead of wandering around in the woods,
Yeah.
not knowing where you are.
Sick metaphor, bro. See you guys next time. We go through that door.